She wanted to come to the U.S. for a better and safer life, but Roxsana Hernandez never got it. She was detained at the border and brought to the Cibola County Correctional Center before she died in ICE custody.
Cassie Nelson found out her family still has a lot of questions and is taking a pretty big step to try and get answers. Cassie.
Hernandez's family had an autopsy done by an independent medical examiner. The report shows she was likely abused before she died. But by who? Now her family wants justice, and we learned they plan to sue.
Roxsana Hernandez spent her final days in an Albuquerque hospital, but how she was treated before she got there leaves a lot of questions for her family back in Honduras.
We want to know what she experienced, what treatment she did and didn't get.
Lynly Egyes is the Litigation Director for the Transgender Law Center. Hernandez's family hired the center since she was a transgender woman. She says Hernandez was detained at the border back in May. This was near San Ysidro. That's when she went to the Cibola County Correctional Center. Egyes claims Hernandez was sick the entire time and eventually was taken to an Albuquerque hospital. That's where she died. And an independent autopsy shows it was from severe dehydration. Hernandez was HIV positive and had a compromised immune system. However, the autopsy shows she had a lot of injuries as well. Egyes claims those came while she was in custody.
She had bruises on her wrists from being shackled and handcuffed, and a bruise on her back from being hit by a baton, possibly while she was handcuffed. I was horrified and disgusted.
CoreCivic is the organization that runs the correctional center in Grants. Spokeswoman Amanda Gilchrist says Hernandez was only at the facility for 12 hours before she was taken to the hospital. In a statement, Gilchrist writes, "Whenever there is a death in custody, CoreCivic immediately notifies our government partners and all appropriate authorities with oversight responsibility." But Egyes says Hernandez was vulnerable.
We know that transgender people, as well as lesbian, gay, bisexual people who are in ICE custody, experience higher levels of physical and sexual violence.
And her death never should have happened. Her family plans to file a wrongful death lawsuit, but against who is still a question.
We reached out to ICE, but the spokesperson says they can't comment. We also reached out to the Office of the Medical Investigator to see if the official autopsy report was finalized, but haven't heard back.